I'm restoring 3 acres of native forest in the high mountain deserts of California. And this episode is going to be a little bit different. The vlog is usually me out in the field showing you guys the work that I'm putting in. But today I wanted to take a step back and show you guys my journey, what I am really doing this for, how long I've been doing this, why I'm so passionate about it, what I've learned, and so on. So, I hope you enjoy this episode. Ever since I was younger, I was always a city boy, but I would be exposed to the outdoors, the wilderness, the mountain life whenever I would go back home to Puerto Rico. And I say home not because I live there, but because my whole lineage is from there. I am the first generation born here on the mainland, and I never realized my connection with the forests and with nature in general until I got older. And it didn't really start happening for me until my early 20s. And that is when I ran into health problems. That is the start of my whole social media journey, my whole business, the reason why I am a known herbalist, and the reason why I now have the time and the freedom to do this passion project called Project Oasis. And over the past 7 or 8 years is when I started to become increasingly obsessed about nature, gardens, growing things, being able to touch the earth and make a difference was so special to me. Like anyone who's ever done this project, I started with a home garden. And the more that I mastered that craft, the more I was able to take on bigger projects. Now, this is the biggest one that I've ever done, sitting at 3 acres and out in the high mountain deserts of Southern California. So it's completely out of my comfort zone, but I really felt like I mastered the earth element and I mastered how to grow even in harsh conditions. And so this was a test for me to grow personally, spiritually, to test me mentally and emotionally. And I wanted to bring you guys on the journey, and that is why this vlog exists. I didn't start this vlog, nor did I start this project with the mind of becoming famous for it or anything like that. I wanted to, one, show you the hard work that it takes, but the doable work that it takes in order to create a native forest again from almost scratch. And I also wanted to inspire you guys and show you guys how it can be done on any scale, whether you live in an apartment or townhome like I do, or you have your own home. If there is a patch of soil, I believe that it could grow something. Regardless of the condition that it's in, it can always be rehabilitated. And it's no different than how I view the human body and what I teach over at Life the Plant Way for our herbalism lessons and our human body lessons. Now, I'm focused on how to farm and harvest water. And I invested in some education, in some books like this one right here. I actually have two of them to teach me how to do that. There's one person I want to shout out though, because even though, yes, the author is a man named Brad Lancaster, he's a great educator, the principles and the one who really created the guidelines for this was a man who goes by, and sorry if I butcher it, Mr. Sefania Firi Maseko. And he was from Zimbabwe. And he created these guidelines after, I mean, a pretty rough story of pretty much being exiled out of a town. He was forced to deal with the one of the driest regions and forced to deal with the lack of rainfall and the lack of vegetation. And so he created these guidelines that inspired me, and that I take into consideration whenever I do an earthwork or whenever I do really any work on the land. I am confident that all of the hard work we're putting in is going to be on display during the rainy season that is coming up within probably the next month here in Southern California. My plan is to really divert these rivers pull up water wherever I can, slow up water wherever I can, and hopefully keep as much water on or near the land as much as possible. We are on a mountain peak, we're on the side of it, so we are expecting some pretty heavy rains. Hopefully, not all at once, but who knows what nature is going to give us. I'm excited to observe. Anyways, this is going to be our first year, our first actual rain event, our first actual monsoon season. So um, we are here to learn and adjust, on the fly. Down the line, one of my plans is to have volunteer days for people to come out and get their hands dirty, work with the earth, build a better connection with it, and learn these principles that I'm applying and will be showing you. There are no dates right now, but it is something that is burning inside me and I am working on it, I promise. For now, a lot of people are asking me how can they support, and really just the subscribe, the watching of the video, the liking, the comments, that helps way more than you know. I would love to get this page monetized and so that I can really do that work and just get paid for doing it and be able to invest into it. I will now be leaving a link to an Amazon wish list so that you guys can support from afar if you'd like. If not, that's perfectly okay. You watching this is more than enough. Now, I want to remind you guys that I'm not just doing this for the animals, but I also want to be able to utilize these spaces to grow things that the people in the community could actually utilize. So that means growing more native fruit trees or more native fruit bushes or more medicinal bushes or plants, and have it be, something that can be utilized by the community. And so that it's not just the animals benefiting from it, but it's everybody. And it goes to show you how we can really all live in peace with one another. And over the next couple of years, I know that we'll see it on the land. And I hope you guys are going to be there to join me on this journey. I appreciate you guys here right now for watching this, and I invite you guys to watch all other 16 other episodes. And let me know in the comments, what you are excited to see come out of this project, or if you are someone who would love to volunteer their time. That would be great too. Let me know everything. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and I'll see you guys on the next video.